People want to eat healthy, people want to drink healthy, but if you want them to keep coming back, it's got to taste good. But do it with clean, simple ingredients that I actually know what it is. Turn around and look at the ingredient statement. Now, what are the ingredients that are in this product? Do we know what they are? Do you know what it does to your body?
Today on the show, I'm happy to have Jason Bronstad. He's CEO of Malk Organics. They create organic plant-based milks made from ingredients that live up to your standards. So Jason, what's the revenue of the business currently?
Chad, we're excited. We are approaching the elusive 9-figure mark as we look at the revenue. So we're excited with where the company's been, and we're more excited about where it's going.
Very nice. And how many employees do you currently have?
We're up to 35 employees this year, which is almost doubling versus last year.
And when did you actually found the business?
So the original founder founded the business in 2015. I was brought in 2020 to help to accelerate the growth.
Very nice. So I know you're a big believer in hiring ahead of your needs. So what does that actually look like?
So hiring ahead of the needs is one of the things that it's tough for someone that's as fiscally conservative as I am, because I want to make sure we're returning the investment for our investors. And as I've started having conversations with our board of directors and we're looking to the long range plan, they've been extremely supportive, saying, whom do you need in 12 months? Go hire them now. And as we started to take that approach, and this goes back almost 4 years ago, as we started to take that approach, it takes a while to get someone on board, not only into your culture, but also delivering on results within your organization. It's not often you have a turnkey, place someone in and there's immediate results, especially in CPG, especially with a retail-based brand where there's reset cycles. You've got to get in, you've got to establish yourself, your reputation, and then earn the right to go make those asks. So we have been hiring ahead of the curve for the last 4 years, and it's helped us to get to where we're at today.
So how far ahead do you actually make those hires?
In general, as we've got our AOP for our annual operating plan, we've got our LRP. As we're looking at our people needs, we're always looking 24 months out to understand who do we need? Who do we think we need in 24 months? And then what would happen to our business if we brought them in 6 months? So if we brought them in 18 months ahead of when we think we actually need them. So the most recent offsite with my executive team, we were looking at that long range plan and we started to have the conversation. Which of these roles can have the most impact to our business in 2025? So we are nearing to approach. Initially, these were 2026 headcount that we were talking about. And as we started to evaluate and stack rank and say, these 5 roles, if we brought these 2 people in, perhaps by the end of 2024, they will be at full speed ahead by 6 months into 2025 and having an impact in 2026 rather than waiting till 2026 to bring them in. So we're always looking out 24 months every time we get together as an executive team and stack ranking those hires to say which of these roles, when we hire the right person, will have the biggest impact to the business. And that helps us as to gate them out and say, there are some roles where you need as your workflow increases, right? You don't need them until the workflow increases, but there's some people that you need that can accelerate the profitability of the business, that can accelerate the sales of the business. And those are the people that you can lean into pretty aggressively. The other one is, as you're thinking about on an operation side, demand planning is one that, you know, it gets complicated fast as you add SKUs, as you add suppliers, as you add co-manufacturers. If you wait until you have all of that secured, then you try to dump someone into the middle of it versus having them to help you build up the process. It's really been impactful for us over the last several years by bringing in these headcount early.
In addition to bringing in that on-staff talent early, how do you go about leveraging the experts?
So it's an ongoing yin and yang with my team. I love the simplicity of being able to post a job on LinkedIn. And at the same time, what we're doing is we're then taking time away from our in-house employees to go filter through the resumes, to source the candidates, to phone screen the candidates, to actually go interview the candidates versus the times that we say, you know what, we're going to go partner with one of our 2 or 3 trusted recruiting firms and obviously pay them their percentage. But at the end of the day, they hand you and they do all the pre-work and they hand you 3 qualified candidates based on the requirements you set. So long as you are clear upfront with your expectations and you have good partners in that, it makes life a lot easier and the business can continue on without having to take the time out, be it nights, weekends, trips. We had there was a one of my executive team members spent a 4-hour flight just going through resumes one time. Was that the best use of time? Sadly, no, it wasn't. That is one of the things that, having those good recruiters that you trust, that they understand your culture, because being a culture fit, you have to be accretive to the business and you have to be accretive to the culture to join Malk.
Do you leverage experts in other areas of the business as well?
It's great to have a board of directors, my investors, that have connections. And when I have those monthly and quarterly conversations, we raise up and say, here are the 3 or 4 big rocks that we're facing, that we're challenged with. Whom in your networks can help us to resolve this? Whom has experiences? Whom can we go have a conversation with? Most of my investors have invested in other CPG brands, and they're like, you know what? This sounds a lot like company X. And I can put you in touch with either the founder, CEO, CFO, chief salesperson with company X, and they can actually go help you to process through how they did it, which might give you insight. And to have that resource, eh, most companies, as they build their board, they should be very strategic. What are they looking for? What are the missing gaps in the resume of the executive team where those investors can actually help you lean in and go really pursue the best answers instead of just a good answer?
I know it's not all pure growth to the top. There's a lot of challenges you need to overcome when building a business like this. So, what is your feeling to success story around the natural flavors?
That was a codifying moment in our brand evolution. I joined the company in fall of 2020, and part of the transition that we had was to evolve from a self-manufacturing to a co-manufacturing model in order to recognize and be able to scale to the size that we're aspired to be. So we spent 9 months in product development, and we actually took our product to different consumer panels, and the consumer panels kept coming back. Hey, we like this. So at the time we had 3 flavors. We had our unsweet almond, our vanilla almond, and our original oat. So specifically on the vanilla almond, the feedback from the consumers was, hey, we like it. Maybe even some more vanilla, because we had a couple iterations, low, medium, high. And they're like, hey, we like the high. You could actually go higher. Oh, sweet. We can dial that bad boy up. We'll just crank up the natural flavors. They were organic natural flavors, and move forward. So we did that. We launched it. We did our first production run, which was November of 21, Monday after Thanksgiving of 21. Our social media blew up. Our product was hitting shelves, and our loyal consumers said, in no uncertain terms, y'all have messed this up. This is absolutely unacceptable. Malk is known for clean, simple ingredients and transparency. And you have chosen to put natural flavors in this product that I trust. And you can't tell me what's in those natural flavors. And that's the truth. When natural flavors are added, that's a proprietary formulation by the flavor house. They are not obligated, nor do they choose to disclose what is in that exact formulation. So that was on Monday. We went straight to crisis mode, Chad. We were launching our new formulation, crisis mode. We were like on calls with the board of directors up till 10, 11 o'clock at night that week. At the same time, I was working with my partners in development. And on Monday, the writing was clear. That was not going to stand. So by Wednesday, our product partners are sending out samples with organic vanilla extract. That's pretty simple, pretty clean. And by Friday, we had approved that formulation. So it codified how important it is for our consumers, not just the taste, because taste is critical, especially in plant-based products, but it also has to be clean and clear and an absolute understanding of exactly what's in it. So within, I think it was 6 to 7 weeks after that Friday, we had product with the organic vanilla extract being produced and going out to retail. And it has codified everything we've done ever since. There is nothing that we put in our product that we don't put on the label. It is clean, it is clear, it is organic. And oh, by the way, we made it taste damn good too, Chad. That's the awesome part is flavor reigns. People want to eat healthy, people want to drink healthy. But if you want them to keep coming back, it's got to taste good. So with our unsweet almond, we got the 3 ingredients: water, salt, organic almonds. Our vanilla, organic, water, organic almonds, vanilla extract, and pink Himalayan salt. So that simplicity and that clarity in who we are has really allowed us to go preach to the masses and say, this is who we are. This is what we're about. This is who we've always been. And yeah, we had a hiccup. We had a production run hiccup in that process, and we learned a lot from it. And I'm grateful for our loyal consumers. So that was an epic fail that really helped to define who we are as an organization and helped us to ensure that when we are talking to customers, we're talking to the customers that are buying our product on a day in, day out basis, not just Gen Pop. But Gen Pop's like, hey, pour in the flavor. Yes, but do it with clean, simple ingredients that I actually know what it is.
Yeah, we're definitely in an environment now where people really care about the food we're eating because these chemicals and unknowns, the pushback is there. So you guys tried it and then it's up, listen to the customer. And you did. As long as you listen to the customer, that's what's important. And it's great that you guys are now with like 3 ingredients, right? Simple. Look at it. It's good. It's quality. You guys know what you're getting with Malk.
So that actually it ties into leveraging the right partners. So that week that all happened between Monday and Friday, we actually sourced and hired one of our creative agencies. And we said, hey, cards on the table. This is what we're in the middle of right now. This is what we fell into. These were the choices that I made. This is the problem that it created. And this is where we're changing and pivoting to. And born out of that was our campaign, hashtag turn it around, it's not just for Malk. It's for everything that you put in your house, everything you put in your body. Turn around and look at the ingredient statement. What are the ingredients that are in this product? Do we know what they are? Do you know what it does to your body? Do you know how you react to that? And it is a very interesting proposition. I'm blessed with 2 children. My daughter's 11 and a half. My son just turned 8. And this was 3 years ago. And as we're going through this, my daughter infamously grabs a bottle of ketchup and goes, "Hey, Dad, what's I'm like, high fructose corn syrup. Yeah, we need to upgrade our products here." So teaching our children, teaching the next generation, and educating consumers today how important it is to understand what you're choosing to nourish your body with changes the dynamic of the health in this country. And that's what we're excited to be a part of.
If anybody wanted to try the product or just learn more about Malk, how could they do?
So on our website, malkorganics.com, we have a product finder, which you can find our cold chain product or ESL, which are the bottles that are sitting up here above my head. We also have if you're in what we call Malk deserts, which is where there is not a store close enough to you, you can order our Tetra packages on Amazon.com. We do post some content quite a bit out on Instagram and TikTok. We have some fun with that with our social media team. And then we've got several members of our executive team that are fairly active on LinkedIn and have some fun and some engaging posts.
Everybody make sure to try Malk. I'm Chad Galecki with FPS. Thank you, Jason, for coming on the show and everybody for listening to another episode of Failing to Success. If you like the show, make sure to subscribe. I'm your host, Chad Galecki, and we'll see you next time.